Going to Full Sail is going to allow me to build a film, a real actual feature film. I'm actually building my first documentary, and I think that I have a lot to learn as far as a producer, a film producer, or a director. But this class is definitely going to show me some things that I haven't experienced before because it's my first film class. I have taken a multimedia class, an advanced one actually, that taught me a whole bunch of things that I'm familiar with, but I've never taken a film course that actually breaks down each step to build, to making a film. So I definitely think the scope of this class covers everything that I expected as far as taking a class like this. So I'm looking forward to finishing this class with a good grade, and hopefully I want to become better at what I do. Cinematography, film editor, all of the areas. I hope it strengthens everything that I've learned this far. As far as what I would take away from this course, I don't really think it's much that I would take away from it. I haven't graduated yet. I don't actually know what the course entails fully. I've looked at the course description and tried to feel my way through what's going on in the course, but you never can really tell until you get into it. Like, I didn't think the course that I took at the smaller university was going to be as good as it was, but it turned out to be pretty good. I learned some things that I didn't know, and I was excited about it once I figured out that I could use these tools to actually create and actually speed up the production process of post production. I'm trying to work on my lingo and my technical skill jargon, so I could just keep up with the industry and know what others are talking about when they're talking about when they're getting to it. I want to know what they're saying. I don't want to have to be like, what is he saying? Okay, and guess. I want to know what they're talking about. So as far as what I take away from the course, I wouldn't take anything away from it at this point. Give me about maybe 2 months, 3 months, and then once we get down into it, I could tell you a little bit more about what I think. But I don't think I'll take anything away from them. I'm having fun so far. So let's see. Requirements. I think I've met the requirements pretty good. I feel like, as far as a video production specialist or, expert, I think I'm still at intermediate. I'm not really that good. And also, I'm not really a person who planned on being in film. Like, I never took any acting classes or anything like that. But I have done video work as far as music videos. And I've starred in a couple of music videos already. But is there anything that I wish I would do different? Yes, I just wish that I could have been better on my cues, and I wish that I would have known a little bit more about my style. I wish I would have developed a better style already. That way, I could have, produced a more professional profile, and my output would have been much better if I had a little bit more experience. What I'm proud of the fact that I have been learning on my own, and that gives me the ability to keep up with the course as well as excel in certain areas. Like, I actually get a chance to have my work critiqued. I get a chance to look at myself and see what I need to work on and what areas. By the time I graduate from this class, I want to master a certain level of professional ability, and I want to actually take all of the tools that I'm given here at the school and be able to apply them right away. I don't want to have to study and study and study. I want to be able to take it and go right into building what I plan on building. And I actually didn't plan a feature film just yet, but the documentary that I've been working on is definitely something that I want to finish. I've been working on it for years, and it's because I think the lack of tools, and the lack of experience and know-how are terrible. Like, on that level, it's a totally different playing field. So this time, I'm gonna go in with a different type of ability. So I'm proud of the fact that now my talent, my skill, my tool level, and my knowledge span is leveling out. It's all trying to come together and create what you see now. Some of the things I've learned in this class already have already improved my overall outlook on what I'm able to produce and the way I look at it, especially the presentation, critiquing, and looking at other presenters and the way that they bring things across when they're recorded, or the way that they speak and communicate with their audience definitely impacts the way that I feel that I want to be able to present for my audience. I want to talk clearly. I want my message to have the least amount of distortion, and I want it to be effective. I think that this class has also taught me that you could do anything you want. Like looking at the other students and my instructor, listen to the feedback that he's given me so far is definitely giving me it's inspiring. So I can only imagine what the kids on campus are getting versus the kids online. But I've always take online classes, so that's my thing. I like to be able to do my own work. I don't really like to have to go and do things. I feel like I'm hands on now because I have my own tools and things that I like to use. So I like to be familiar and use the things that I have now. That way, if I get a chance to do work in a big studio like the one that Fullsail has, I've looked at it, and it is incredible. Like I've looked at the music studio, and that right there is so tempting. I wanted to almost change the way my classes are set up so I can go on campus and actually go in a big studio. I've never been in a huge commercial or industrial size studio before ever. So one day, if I do get to work for a company like Pixar, Universal, or Sony, or someone like that, I'm pretty sure their studio is amazing. So on my level, I'm pretty impressed with my studio just because I feel like it's creating and it allows me to do the things that I want to do now. But on a bigger level, if I did work for a huge company, I probably would be like geeked. I probably would be in the studio and just, I probably would never want to leave once I got rolling because, once you start having fun, you never want to leave. It's like a kid at the theme park. So that would be me. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's see how I do with this, and let's see what I'm going to do with this class, okay? I'm ready to shoot me another music video. I'm ready to finish this documentary and just go with it, and find me some talent and go, okay? So Fullsail, this is my portfolio critiquing short.